Hello everybody, it's Laura from McNeely Garden Studios, and I'm trying to get this thing ready for you today. So I started my project, but I decided that it needed to be a little drier, and it got to be 10, and so I figured I would just go ahead and dry it, right? So, hi, I'm Laura from McNeely Garden Studios, coming to you at Tuesday at 10. And it's almost Thanksgiving, you guys. It's almost the holiday. Good morning, Donna. So I thought that we would do something really fun. It's going to be an experiment with pumpkin pie and shaving cream. I've never done it before, so I have no idea how it's going to turn out, and I do know that there's some drying time. So we're going to do the whole thing together, and then when it finally dries, I will post it and you guys can see. So I'm going to have a sip of my tea. Did you guys bring something to drink today? So what are you doing for Thanksgiving? Number one, do you celebrate Thanksgiving? Do you go travel to your family for Thanksgiving? Do you host the meal? Tell me something about your Thanksgiving. The other exciting thing that we're going to do today is we're going to be using a palette knife. I have 3 different kinds. Palette knives, sometimes people feel like are really intimidating, but they're not. I kind of like these plastic ones, right? They have some really nice expensive metal ones, which I have one from my life long ago, and I still keep that one. I love it because it's very pliable, you know, here. And the plastic ones are not so much, but it depends on what you're doing. I like to use that one to blend paint, whereas these I like to paint with. So, and I've got a couple other things going on today that I'm going to tell you about, okay? So, we're going to, let me see, bring them. Let me see if I can get your comments going. Donna, can you comment something and see if I can read it? I see there's 2 of you, so good morning, whoever the other person is. I'm so excited you guys are here. I'm always so thankful that you come and see me. Okay, well, maybe I'm not going to see it. There's Sheila. Okay, I think I can see comments. Good. I see Donna's. All right, great. All right, so we're going to be doing an experiment with palette knives, pumpkin pie, and shaving cream. Do you guys think I lay awake at night thinking these things up? All right, spending Thanksgiving with your son and daughter-in-law. Oh, that's nice. Sons. You have more than one. Good. Organizing my studio. I saw that, Jamie. That was a terrific undertaking. It looks like you're really making some great progress. So, okay, well, I'm going to turn you down to my table. I'm not going to bore you anymore with, details. But this is my little cardboard. Let me see if I can get it where you can see better. Okay, so this is what I was drawing when I first started. I decided, since we're going to be painting a pumpkin pie with our palette knife, that I would actually get a dessert plate out, and I traced it right there. I'm also, that's the same size. So if you notice, this plate has an outside edge and it has this edge because it's 3-dimensional. And so I'm going to draw this center circle in here so that I know where to put my pie. Let's see. Hey, Laurie. So I have this handy dandy fun little thing that makes circles of every size, but I'm thinking that I will just use the outside edge. And it's really, I have one little wet spot right over here, but I'm going to try to get this exactly in the center because it would look lopsided if we didn't have it in the center. There we go. And I'm just going to take my handy dandy Writes in the Rain pencil, and I'm going to go around here. Looks like I got paint all over that. So, who's decorated for Christmas already? Some people feel like that's really taboo. I don't think it's taboo, but this year I don't have my Christmas done yet. But I usually do, but not this year. This year's going to be a challenge. So I was not expecting that to happen, but we can see it made kind of an extra little mark on there, but that's okay. I don't care. All right, so we're going to start with the pumpkin part, and this happens to be Crafter's Paint, Crafter's Collection, and it's just caramel. But I felt like it was a pretty nice pumpkin color. What kind of desserts do you guys serve at Thanksgiving? Nobody can agree in my family, so we've always got at least 2 or 3 desserts going on at the same time. So I think I'm also going to put, this is Crafter's Cocoa Bean. I'm going to put this over here, probably blend that with a little bit for little low lights. And I'm going to use this Almond Cream, Crafter's Paint, and probably for some highlights. Are you guys excited to see what we're going to do with the shaving cream? I'm excited too. I'm excited to see how that's going to work out. And this is just sort of a tangerine. It's a much brighter color, but sometimes it's nice to just have a little pop of something. So we're going to put that right there. Whoop. Got a little paint boogie. You guys get paint boogies? There we go. Well, I made a colossal mess with that one. Okay, and last but not least, I think I'll put a little white just in case I need some variety, right? Stretching out. Okay, all right. So here we go. I'm going to cover this up so that I don't put my sleeve in it. Y'all ever do that? Put your sleeves in your paint? Okay, so we're going to kind of sketch out a little bit of, since we're going to end up with a 3D plate, we're going to kind of go for a little bit of 3D pie too. So we're going to have the crust, which is kind of a wavy, pretty little thing like this. And it's going to come down like this, and it'll be sort of at a circular thing, because usually pies are made in a circular pie plate. And then we're going to come down with the crust a little bit here. Can you guys see? Maybe I should get you a little bit closer. Is that better? Okay, so, and then we're going to come down here. Since this is just a piece of cardboard, it's not playing really nice with this paint, but it's going to be fine. We're going to work it out. All right, and then this comes right down here. I think I'm going to kind of round this out. And then the crust comes down on the side, and this is going to kind of come straight down here. And like that. Can you see it? When I get done, I'm going to cut it out, finish the plate and everything. So we're going to take these palette knives. And what's nice about these is they're all different shapes. You are going to try them out and play with them and see what shape you like the best. You know how I like that giant round paintbrush, and I use it almost exclusively. But I think we're going to end up using this one some to get into some of the smaller places. But we're just going to see. I don't know. This is not something that I do a lot. So we're gonna just put this right here, and so you're gonna kind of grab up. This is not something you have to be dainty with. It's definitely something that is just fun. It's just for the fun of it. Okay, and I'm going to dip in these other colors, and I'm going to spread this all. I'm going to be moving my cardboard around because I just think it'll make it easier. Now, my friend Tony, she's smart. She puts her stuff on a Lazy Susan. And I've been thinking about that. I may do that. Maybe Santa will bring me a Lazy Susan. That would be nice, wouldn't it? So I'm kind of liking the texture that this is bringing up. So once you get enough paint on there, then you can start spreading it like icing. Okay? Because that way it can kind of float. But to me, I always have a hard time getting it the first layer on. It's kind of streaky. But so does anybody have a certain kind of dessert plates that they like to use? Does anybody use anything besides paper nowadays? The reason I ask is because I thought if I paint something on the edge, you know, am I going to use this design because it's a paper plate? Or am I going to use, I've got some really fancy plates. You know, we used to use those things back in the day for holidays. I have a formal set with a silver edge, and then I've got like a, you know, kind of a holiday set. It has little holly leaves. But besides a gravy boat that says awesome sauce, I don't really have a lot of Thanksgiving stuff. So that just makes it fun. Okay, so you can see there's some texture there. Can you see it? All right, now I'm going to take this color, this caramel color, and I'm going to mix it with just a tiny bit of this brown, because, you know, the darker color always tints your color really fast. You can always add more. And just because it's a palette knife thing doesn't mean that you have to exclusively use the palette knife. If you get where you want to use the brush on something, you certainly can do that. Okay, so the reason that I made this a little darker is because I'm going to do the side of the pumpkin pie with that, because it's kind of in shadow. I'm imagining that my light source is coming from here, and so that's going to be a little darker and a little bit more in shadow. Let me see if you guys are chatting. Hey, Anna, how are you? I'm glad to see you. Anna, we're doing an experiment today. This is not the type of thing I ordinarily do, but it's Thanksgiving, and it's time to do something fun, right? Certainly fun. There we go. All right, and the crust is a little lighter, so I'm going to still use the same, a little bit darker color for this side place right here. Also, low light, shadow, accent, whatever you want to call it. There we go. How about that? How's it coming? I do tend to clean my palette knives when I get ready to change to another one, just because it's just so much easier with cleanup later. So I just wipe that off. Now I'm going to change to this pointy one because I'm wanting to get in here with this. And I'm going to use this, what was it again? Almond cream. Oh, it sounds delicious. So you guys, I've got, don't forget that I've got this little turkey guy. I have the pattern for that. And if you want to get that pattern, it's free. I'm just going to be sending it to you however you want. If you want that pattern, just tell me, I don't know, turkey in the comments, okay? And I'll get that right out to you. And that would be a fun activity that you can do with kids or your parents or, I mean, just whatever for yourself. Heck, I did it for myself and I really enjoyed it. And what I did was, it's a pine cone. Can you see the little pine cone? And it's got the pattern for the body, the heart, the fancy little wings on the side. The tail is kind of fancy. But then all the little feathers, you can either print it on colored paper, or I just printed it on white copy paper and then I painted it. And each one, I wrote something that I'm thankful for. So, you know, rest and relaxation, my bubbles of friends, good food and nutrition, my husband, my family, my pets, my health. I mean, it just goes on and on. And, you know, it would be a fun activity. So if you guys want that pattern, you just let me know. And I'm going to keep doing this. This is really it's always really thick, so it's going to take maybe even overnight to dry because it's rainy here today. So we're going to do that. All right. And then even though pumpkin pie doesn't have a lot of streaks in it, I'm still going to kind of give it some fun here. All right. Okay. You liking it? How does it look? Does it look good enough to eat yet? So this is going to be the fun part. And I will, when this all dries, I'll come back and do the plate and some shadowing, and then I'll cut it out and everything. But, pardon me. So, I'm going to just put this to the side for a second. And what I read was you take equal parts of shaving cream and white paint. And the shaving cream is going to give it that fluffy look to it, and the paint is going to make it solidify so that it will end up looking like the whipped cream on top of your pie. So we're going to try that. I'm also going to use the palette knife for that, just like I do mixing the paint. I don't think we're going to need a lot. That's not a very big pie. All right, let's see if we can't get kind of an even. This is silly, y'all. All right, so we're going to blend it. And you're just going to go back and forth, kind of start stirring it around. Push it down, push the shaving cream down into the paint. And we're going to start stirring it around. I think that's going to be the perfect dollop of cream here. When you do make pies like this, do you make homemade whipped cream? Does anybody do that? I do that. Okay. This is my take on this. This is really nice and fluffy looking. Can you see that? I don't want to keep mixing it because I think the bubbles in the shaving cream is going to disappear. So I'm going to take this and I'll just put this little dollop. Does that not look like real cream? That is amazing. I'm going to kind of give it a little fluff because I would like for it to dry with that little curly Q thing on it. Wouldn't that be awesome? And there we go. We got our pie with 3D shaving, well, it is shaving cream, but whipped cream. That's what I'm trying to think of. Okay, I've got one other thing I want to tell you about besides the turkey, and I'm going to bring you up here so I can see you and talk to you. Hello. I'll put you up. So, you know what happens after Thanksgiving? Black Friday, right? So I have not one, but 2 offers for Black Friday, and I'm so excited about it. One of them, excuse me, is a tutorial on designed the garden angels. And, you know, they have really pretty gauzy dresses and flowers, and it's on this black, which makes it fairly elegant. It'd be a really nice Christmas gift. It would be just, it's super fun to make, and they're simple, so you can really make more than one. And I was thinking that this would make a pretty card too, this design. Hello, Sue, how are you? So this is going to be one of the tutorials that I'm going to offer for Black Friday. And the other thing is this happens to be a bonus in my membership. So, but because it's a bonus, I'm going to offer it this year. And the other thing I'm going to offer is a one-time only, one-day offer to join my membership at a yearly rate. And it'll be a deal. It'll be a better deal than just if you were going to join in the spring at a different rate. So if you're interested in getting us some information about the membership, just put membership in the comments down there. And if you would like some information about the Garden Angel tutorial, put Garden Angel in the comments. Be looking here at this page on Black Friday, and you'll be able to get in on those deals, okay? But in the meantime, be thinking about how my pie is drying. It may take until Thanksgiving to actually get done. Sue, you'll have to go back and watch. We made whipped cream with paint and shaving cream. So I'm so glad you guys come. I can't tell you how much I appreciate everybody coming and supporting me. This is Laura at McNeely Garden Studios, and I will see you again next Tuesday at 10. Okay? Thanks.